What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of We Loves to See It.
Sure do.
I'm Mimi.
I'm Simone. And we are at the Third Wheel podcast studio in Hollywood with a very special guest, a fellow Star Angel queen, Nacya.
Hello there.
Here she is.
Hi, friends.
Yeah. I asked Nacya what her last name was before I did the intro, and she said it, and I literally go, God damn it. So she agreed for me to say Nacya, but I would love for you to say your full name.
Okay, it's Nacya Marreiro. You got to put that in there, you know?
It's turning me on. Thank you so much for that. And you're welcome to our viewers for Nacya.
Yeah, you're welcome. So thank us. Follow, like, subscribe, sponsorship. We take Venmo.
Sure
we take
do.
Cash
We take
App.
everything. We take tips.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Depends
take
on the type of
cash.
We
tip.
take cunnilingus.
But mostly all tips we take.
Yes.
All tips, especially the big ones. The really big ones. So Nacya, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's get it started.
A little bit about myself. I'm not very good talking about myself. What do you want to know? I discovered stand-up comedy in Norway, in a talent show. My friend was like, hey, just go up on stage and tell one of your funny stories, okay? I'll buy your drinks for the rest of the night. And I go, why not? I did. I bombed.
Of course.
So when you were in Abu Dhabi, did you do any comedy there?
Yeah.
So what was that like?
Oh, you
what's the
couldn't.
vibes?
I mean, you cannot really do sex jokes, and there would be cops who would come and see what we talk about.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Damn. So was that? So you were a flight attendant at the UAE. You've heard all of the stories about flight attendants in the UAE, right?
Not really. The
No.
air hosts.
Yes.
I mean, I was in a relationship, so I didn't get to be one.
You moved here when?
3 months ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just brand new.
She fresh in the game, boys. Let's get her. I mean, me first, actually.
So you've got a show already at the Improv.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
So it's called The Riff. It's like an improv show, and I have this big wheel, and there's 3 options on the wheel, right? There's number 1, which is crowd suggestions. So the crowd has like 5 minutes to write anything they want, anything for the
Oh,
comedians
man.
to riff. Yeah, and goes on this bucket number 1. Number 2, which is comedian suggestions, same thing, bucket number 2. Then 3 is tell a story. So the comedians just have to riff on the story.
I love this.
And I like that because it's like, first of all, they don't get to choose who says what. Because sometimes you can be at the improv show and they can be like, hey, I'll take my friend and then I'll ask you so I can do this joke.
Yeah.
There's no chance to do that there, you know, because everything is in a bucket, you pick it randomly.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's the wheel, so it's impossible. So sometimes goes bad, sometimes goes good. I had really big comics bombing. I had people who've been doing comedy for like maybe 2 years doing amazing.
Wow.
So
That's the thing with riffing. I feel like that there's so much gold in riffing. You know what I mean? Like there are times where I've gotten like the most laughs and, you know, formulated amazing jokes from just riffing off of something that happened. Because every room is different, you know?
Exactly.
Like one room you could fucking kill and another room you could fucking die. You know? And I feel like when you have that good moment where off of a riff get laughs, you're like, okay, well that one needs to be written down, you know? That's why I always like to have the audio when I'm on stage, because when you hear different laughs or different things, it's like good to know, you know?
yeah, that's smart. I like that.
Did you have this show in Austin?
Yeah, I had it in Austin at the Creek in the Cave, and I had it in New York at the Stand.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's badass.
That's awesome.
it's a lot of work. I fucking hate it because it's like you have to book people. Then
Oh my
like,
God, don't even,
I
yeah.
want to give time to everybody. Then it's like sometimes there's not enough time, and it's just like stressful, and then you know I'm always so stressed, but. You have to give to the community. You know, you
Right.
have to be able to give stage time to the comics too. So, so yeah.
How much time do you give them?
I give everybody 10 minutes.
10's good, yeah.
That's good.
And I try not to oversaturate the lineup because sometimes people get tired. You know what I mean?
100% agree.
I hate that shit. You go, there's like 6 people on the poster, and then you go do the show, there's like 25.
Dumb. We're out the game.
Damn. So, but anyway, because I feel like people get overwhelmed. It's like, ugh, I need to go home.
It's a long night, dude.
Yeah, it
And
is.
you're drinking, so you want to keep it good. Like when I used to produce my show, I used to cap it at 8, if that. I like 6. 6 is a sweet spot, you know, but 8 at most I would do, especially if they're doing like 10, whatever. But yeah, sometimes too many is just not a good look.
overwhelming.
And it's not fair to everybody else, because it's like, say you're on a lineup and you're like, what, the fucking 10th or whatever?
Yeah.
No matter how good you are, we're kind of losing them already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
exactly.
leave,
People are
people
tired.
go home.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
right.
Yeah, so like I run, so Simone did a show at Rock and Riley's.
Oh, cool.
And then at High Fidelity
Yeah.
as well. And then now I run an open mic, and I always have one feature, and then I have this like just open micers come, and it's like 12 people.
Yeah.
But usually they show up late. It's one
Right.
of those things. But, because that's just what happens with open mics. But, yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like, you cannot have, like, more than
It's too much, dude.
that many people on the lineup. So
Yeah.
do you riff also? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I let somebody do the first like 10, and then I will come and do some material, and then I show how the game goes. So like I'm the first one playing.
Break the ice. Hell yeah.
Like I don't give a shit. Look, this is the thing, and I take this as a metaphor for not just comedy but my life. Just go for it. If you what's the worst thing? You do something wrong, you bomb. That's okay. You learn something from it. You know what I mean?
All good, yeah.
Like you can't be in a little bubble like scared. I always have to be good. You're not always going to be good.
No.
In order to
No.
be good, you got to fail. You know.
Yeah.
So just do it. And I don't give a shit. When I eat shit and I do bad, I'm like, what changed? What can I learn from this?
Right.
You know.
And sometimes, I know this sounds kind of fucking weird, but like, I used to not like bombing. Nobody likes to bomb, but I thought it was fucking hilarious because it's just like, I know I'm fucked up and they know I'm fucked up. So for me, addressing it helps,
Yeah.
When you're on stage, you're like, oh my God. So I'll say something like, man, I shouldn't have that gummy because I completely have no idea where I am. Like,
Yeah.
why did I lose this? And if you just kind of swim in that,
Yeah.
I feel like the audience appreciates it in a way.
I agree. But also, as a woman, it's harder. Because if somebody who looks funny, like has his belly out, has like crazy hair, whatever, you're already laughing.
Right.
Yeah.
But if somebody comes up on stage, they're well put together, like some people don't feel comfortable with that. And they're like, oh, this bitch thinks she's funny.
Period.
I love
Yep.
that shit. I'll be like, oh my God, I love your makeup and I love your
Yes.
hair. And I bet you smell like fucking red roses. I don't know. Like,
Yes.
like I love that shit because it's like you're serving looks and jokes. I love that.
Well, one thing I like about, because, I've seen your set or part of it, and, you're obviously very beautiful, but you don't talk about that.
No, I don't.
Because you don't have to.
I mean-
because you're funny, like
Proof's in the
you're
pudding.
intelligent, you're amazing, and I just love that about you.
I know. We connected so well. It was like we were best friends.
Yeah, how'd you guys meet?
At this show.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, show last week together, and I
Yeah.
told you.
Wait,
I
you
said,
met her last week?
Yeah, I told you. I was like, if she's cool, I'm gonna ask her on.
You did.
And I was just like, yeah, she's cool. She's coming on.
I
had
love
fun.
that.
I was like laughing my ass off with her.
Yeah.
I love that, especially when female comics support each other. Like, that makes me so happy.
Me too.
Like, I will always, gas any female, unless she's a complete cunt, which,
Yeah.
there's a few, but
Yeah.
few and far between. Like, we were talking about also, being good looking and being funny, whatever. One comic that I love to death and I respect the fuck out of her and I always will, Crystal Marie, shout out. She's amazing.
yeah.
You know her, right? She's
very-
gorgeous.
she's very funny and she's gorgeous.
The thing is
Yeah.
with her is that she is gorgeous, bad bitch, tits out for the boys and the girls. But she has this presence on stage. She's very in control.
I like
she's
that, yeah.
very because she's also used to be. I don't know if she still does, but like a news host.
Yeah, she's a
like she had
newscaster.
that experience. But she is so in her bag and just so like together and like very. She knows how to pause and hold, and I've been impressed with her forever. And that's the thing, like she's a pretty girl, and you would be like, oh, is she funny? She's fucking funny. She's smart too. Like
Yeah.
it's like you can't have it all, sweetie. We can't be cute and get funny as well.
What does your family think about you doing stand up?
They don't know what stand-up is.
What?
Then my parents are from I live in a very small city in Portugal, in the south. Like my parents are old as fuck. They don't know what stand-up is. Like they think I most likely come on stage and be like, "What came first, the chicken or the egg?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like they don't understand. I try to explain, but they're just like really old school. Like they probably are like your great parents were.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're like really old school, so they don't understand.
You should tell them you're like a clown or something.
Yeah, I say I'm a traveling clown.
I love that. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have an older brother.
Oh, is he cute?
No. He's
Shout out, broski.
He's he's 13 years older than me. I mean, I think he's cute as my brother. I don't think he's a. Don't make me do this.
I know, my bad. Look at me. I'm just a single girl.
Hey, you've got hot brothers.
Yeah,
Your brother's
I know.
trying to get at me,
My brother,
actually.
yeah, Shane. I swear to fucking God, put your dick away.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Is it Shane? Oh,
It's
yeah,
Shane.
Shane. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shane is the one who's trying to holler.
Kevin, you met at Equinox. This is actually a funny
Yes.
story. My brother, she was at Equinox working. My brother has never met her, but he watches the podcast. And he went up to her and he was like, Are you Mimi?
Well, no, he had me playing on his phone. One of the
Obsessed.
reels. He's like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, who are you?"
He's a creep, yeah.
He's like, "I'm Simone's brother." I was like, "Oh my god!" And I gave him a big hug and everything. But yeah, her other brother that lives in Florida is in my DM. I was like, "What if I became
DM'd
your
you?
sister?"
He DM'd you?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna talk after this. And this is the final episode. No, it's all good, man. Oh my God. But listen, you better throw me some fucking bones then, okay, sweetie? Slide
My little brother's
slide in my
gay,
DMs.
So
these are my DMs.
Yeah,
right here.
my little brother's gorgeous, but he likes men. So sorry
there
for
you go.
everybody.
Whatever.
I know.
Oh,
right?
speaking of that, have you ever dated like any male comics? Obviously, don't
No.
say it, but
No.
how do you feel about that? Are you like, oh, I'm down?
No,
Not
I
really?
mean, I had this thing where I was like, oh, I don't shit where I eat.
Period.
But sometimes there's people who are really kind and really sweet. But at the same time, it's like if you work in the office, do you want to date your colleague? And then you come over and then...
What about fucking?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. See,
Respect.
I honestly am on board with you with that, and I got into it the other day with a male comedian friend of mine because I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna like go out with any male comics again. The one comic I did date, he and I are like really good friends now. Shout out to. He's going to hate me for this. But anyways, so I was explaining to this other male comedian. I was just like, listen, I'm not going to go out with another comedian again. I'm not going to hook up with another comedian, da-da-da-da-da. Now, if it was somebody I really fell in love with, great, cool, whatever. And if they loved me back, of course, it's not going to be just one-sided like,
Ideally.
But yeah, and he just all got all like, oh, that's all female comics say this, da-da-da-da. And I told him the same thing. And I said, well, I'm a bartender. I don't want to screw around with anybody that I work with.
see,
That's the same thing.
You know something? That pisses me off. Because at the same time, it's like, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I used to explain myself and go, because with men, they have such a fragile ego.
Sure do.
It's like, and you have
Sure
to, like,
do.
say all these things to not hurt them and be in their good side, right? Oh, no. I don't shit where I eat. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Go around and say, I'm a fucking bitch if you want to. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? Don't go. You don't have to do all that. Because I used to be like that too. I used to be like that too.
Right.
Oh, I know. And I was like, bro, it's
I'll
not-
say it.
Yeah.
You call me and put me on speaker. I'll be like, listen up, bitch.
Yeah.
Can you say listen up, bitch, in Portuguese?
Ooh, let's hear.
Oof. We don't really say listen up, bitch. I'll be like, listen up, you dick. You know
Yes. How do you say it though?
what I mean? Okay.
Look right in there and say
I'll be
it.
like, hold on. Can you put on the camera so I see if I have to look hot when I say this?
Okay, girl, let's go. I'm turned on already. Okay.
Okay.
Well, look in this one when you say
Look at
it.
this.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want aggressive or like sweet?
Both.
Both.
Okay, aggressive. Take one. Ô Vlad, caralho.
Yes.
Now, sweet.
Okay. Oh, girl.
Ô Vlad, caralho.
Ooh.
Sexy.
Sexy. Okay, sweet. Ô Vlad, caralho.
Bitch. I'm done. No, I'm out of here. I am out.
We got it.
Everyone just came. Everybody.
You like girls? You like girls?
I'm giggling. Yes, I sure do, sweetie.
Oh, I thought you just got excited. Okay.
I
thought
did.
it was just moral support.
Whoa. That's a first on We Loves to See It. Simone, climaxes. Sorry, Jeff.
And we've had some hotties on the show.
Ooh.
And Aaron's our normal
Shout out to
engineer.
Aaron,
Jeff,
sweetie.
also very handsome.
Still waiting for Aaron to.
Aaron,
Make
those
that move.
abs.
Stop being a gentleman, Aaron. We get it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Aaron, be a hoe. Hoe out. Oh
Okay,
my
so what were we
gosh.
talking about?
Yeah,
She
what
says,
were we talking about?
dating comics, not gonna do it.
Yeah,
Fine.
not doing it, not fucking them, not sucking them.
So you've been obviously doing 10 years, you said, comedy kind of,
Yeah.
right? So how much time do you have confidently?
Maybe without any crowd work, 30.
Nice.
That's great.
That's
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
To be honest, and I was telling Mimi before too, like, I've been doing it a long time as well, like maybe like 8, I guess, years. I'm pretty sure I have like a tight 30, 40 if I needed to, but I don't want to do more than 30.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's fucking tight, I don't even care if you're Chappelle or whatever. I don't want to watch any people with these hour specials. I don't want to watch you for an hour, bro. I
Talking.
just don't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Unless you're doing something else. Like you can do like a one-woman show or some shit like that.
Right.
Like I love John Leguizamo specials because he's doing so much at the same time.
Right, 100%. That's
so
true.
entertaining.
I like that one woman show. That
Yeah.
makes more sense. That's entertaining. But an hour, Jesus Christ, like I don't want to do that.
Do you find it?
lot.
Have you done comedy in Portuguese?
Yeah.
So what do you like doing better? Do you like doing it in your
English.
native language or English?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I didn't even
Yeah,
think
like
of it.
Portuguese is very not. I think Portugal is still a very misogynistic. Is misogynistic the word? That's how you say it.
Is it?
Yeah, it still is, and especially. Look, I love Portuguese. I love my culture. People are very kind there. They're very sweet, but I feel like certain men in the this industry, they always act like I know better than you.
Ooh.
Like I did comedy in Portuguese. I did just like a 5-minute set. It was like my first time, and it didn't went amazing, but it didn't go bad. Like it was okay. Like if it's bad, I know it's bad. I'm very critical of myself.
Right.
And this guy was like saying something to me. First of all, he's like 50. First of all, I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me? I didn't ask you for shit.
Trash.
If nobody asks you your opinion, don't give. You know, unless it's money. If I didn't ask, you can give it to me, but no opinion.
That's hilarious.
So, but it's like, he was telling me something about, yeah, you know, and I go, what does this mean?
Right.
And he's like, you know, you shouldn't have said that you've been in America for 10 years now. And I'm like, right, why not? And he's like, oh, I think that affected how they saw you. And I said, okay. And he said something about it was not very good. And I didn't ask for shit. Actually, I was having a meeting and he came over and interrupted.
Oh, so rude.
And
as
I was
well.
like, yeah. And I go, well, you can go watch my special on YouTube. And
Talk your shit.
in my second language, while you're still here,
Yep.
in Portuguese, getting paid peanuts.
Yep.
You know, it is what it is.
Yes.
But then if you have an attitude and you say things like this, it's like, you're a bitch, then I'm going to be a bitch.
Right.
Right? I think, like, that's the thing. I've watched so many stuff about this where if men speak their mind and they're strong, it's like, oh, he's assertive. Like, you know, if it's a girl, she's a bitch. And that's not okay.
Right. And I can't believe that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Still. But at the end of the day, it takes women like you, and Mimi, I feel like, is the same in that way, to maintain that strength and know that it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't fucking dumb it down. Like, do it. And then you maybe inspire other women that want to be strong and
Yeah.
they're like, is it okay? No, it's okay, queen. You do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk your shit, man.
Do you remember growing up and, like, if you denied a guy and he's like, oh, she's so full of herself. Oh, you think you're all that.
Right.
Everybody had
Oh, yeah.
an experience. Oh, you think you're all that. Oh, you think you're so hot. Yeah, I do think I'm all that.
You should.
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with me loving myself? I feel like society and patriarchy, or whatever you say that fucking word, we don't even need to know how to say that. Patriarchy.
Patriarchy? Yeah. Well,
Listen, we don't need to know how to say it, okay?
right.
Yeah, it doesn't
It's
exist.
like they take advantage of us women, our insecurities, because it's like, oh, everybody's getting a promotion, but I'm doing all the work and I'm not getting one. And
Yep.
it's like, just speak up. It doesn't matter. If you loving yourself, it's being a bitch, and be a bitch. Who gives a shit?
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean? Because people take advantage of that, and that's emotional manipulation. You know what I mean?
is, it
Like
is.
even you
Sure.
explaining yourself to that guy. The reason why you don't have to explain.
Right,
Like
period.
it's all like to help these guys' egos. You know what I mean? Just be kind. You know, of course, if you're a bitch just because you're a bitch for no reason, but speaking your mind and saying what you want is not being a bitch.
Right.
You know.
It's being authentic.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, and then there's like also if a guy says like, "Oh, you're really smart," I know, or "Oh, you're cute," I know.
Right.
Oh, you think? Yeah. Well, you think the same thing as I do, so why can't I think that about
Yeah,
myself too?
exactly.
Because you want to tell me how to feel about myself. Nobody's going to tell
Don't
me
need
how to
your
feel about-
validation.
Yeah, nobody's
Yeah.
going to validate me but
all.
me, ho.
Right.
Exactly.
That is so fucking true.
Exactly. You know, actually, I was talking with my parents yesterday. Because of this last relationship I had, my mom was like, "Oh, you should have seen the red flags." She said, you should have seen the red flags. And I said, how? Because when I grow up, you always told me that, oh, do this, be kinder, be nicer, don't talk back, don't say this. You know, like, you raised me to be submissive. So when I had an issue with a man or anybody else, I would think I'm the problem, that I'm
Right.
difficult. But now I know better. You know, and now, like, I don't even think, if somebody says something to me, like, I don't let a man raise a voice to me. I don't let anybody disrespect me. It's not even about, they like to call it rules. It's not rules, it's a requirement. Like, if you don't respect me and you don't give your time to me, like I'm willing to give it to you, why would I keep dating you or seeing you?
100%.
You know what I mean?
And then you blink your eyes and 3 years go by and you're still, you know?
Yeah.
That's a hard lesson though sometimes, because as women we're wrapped up in those feelings.
So, yeah.
We don't like.
Yeah, you don't want to make noise.
And then we look at the outside. You're like, God, what the fuck was I doing?
Oh my God. And that's the goldest like moment too, when you finally come to and you're like, what
What the fuck was I doing?
was I doing / thinking? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a Star Angel Queen.
Yes.
And I'm in these streets not, you know, you have to constantly, like I said, validate yourself and like say these affirmations and remind yourself that you are that bitch. Because if you do that, then like you said, maybe next time you won't make that mistake again, you know? Like,
Yeah.
every relationship you learn from,
Yeah.
Oh,
you know?
for sure.
100%.
Speaking of red flags, I was, again, divorced, It's my brand, okay?
Yeah, it is.
It's my brand.
You know
the
Mimi, you
first
know she's
one-
divorced.
The first one is just for practice. You're
Yeah,
fine.
Sure
practice.
is.
But you know what? A few months into my relationship, and at this point, I was 24 years old. I was madly in love with him, right? I look over one day and I saw the biggest red flag. Do you know what he did?
What?
Do you know what he did?
I'm scared.
We were driving one day, and I look over and he's picking his nose. And then he put his booger in his mouth.
No, he didn't, Mimi.
Yes,
no,
he did.
Does he eat ass? Did he eat ass?
He never ate ass.
So, and he eats boogers? What a piece of shit.
Yo, fucking good point.
And
right?
at that point,
Trash.
at that point, I had already decided I was going to marry this guy. And then
Marriage.
I did this, and I would say, and he would try to gaslight me.
Oh
I'd be
my
like,
God.
I'd say, what did you
Never
just-"
heard of
He
it.
would like pick his nose, put it in his mouth,
No, Mimi.
dead ass. And I would look about, what did you just do? He'd be like, what are you talking about? And
Listen.
I'd be like, bro, you are eating your boogers.
But wait,
dude.
what is the why?
Listen, let me tell you something. A trick for gaslighting, because it makes you feel crazy and like, did I not just see you putting your finger here and then here?
Yes.
Like, it's like, listen, I know what I saw, and let's keep it at that.
Boom.
Okay? Don't talk too much. I know what I saw. Is
Yeah.
this like a little snack for you? Do you want some
Oh.
salt? What's going on?
Oh, you know what's
I'm
funny?
dying.
This actually happened. I did the same tactic recently, and Simone, you know this story. I was seeing a guy briefly, and he told me he was sick, had to cancel our date, said he had food poisoning,
I'm
right?
dying right now that you're saying this.
I'm saying it. I don't have to say who it is.
I'm dying.
Well, you know what? This is going to be memorialized on camera. I don't give a fuck.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
Talk my shit.
Let's
Okay?
go. You don't want me to get started.
Well, yeah, you don't want the smoke. But anyways, he's like, I'm sick. I have food poisoning. I have to break the date. I believed him. This guy had been perfect the entire time.
He was, yeah.
He was perfect.
Took her out.
You were perfect until you weren't.
Till you weren't.
What happened?
All the same.
So then he sends me a photo, which he did not have to send, of the IV that he got from the IV lady that he had come to his house. He paid $300 to come to his house to rehydrate him because he was suffering from
I'm
food poisoning.
dying
Sends
right
me
now.
a photo of his little tattooed hand with the IV in it.
Oh my God.
And I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
So I just gotten Chick-fil-A because that's like my comfort food,
Fire.
you know?
Love
So I
it.
was just like, well, this is my IV.
Those nuggets
Taken at
slap.
that moment, right? This little devil hopped on my shoulder, and the little devil was like, Mimi, save the photo and see when it was really taken.
Oh,
And this,
you're
and,
smart.
and I was
She is.
like,
I had no idea.
And I was like, no, he wouldn't do that. He's a nice boy. Little devil's like, no, save it. I saved that bitch. It was mid-May. Girls, this photo was taken February 28th, 2023. He
cocksucker.
comes into my work the next day all like, I know you're mad at me. I was like, I'm not mad at you. I believe you were sick. He's like, I don't think you believe me. And I said, finally, he was just prodding me so much. And I go, bro, listen, I don't know if you know this or not. You should. But I'm just going to tell you straight up.
Right, have
I
to.
saved the photo. I saw and it was really
wait, you
taken.
told him.
Oh,
You
yeah, I
saved
told
it.
him. I don't give a fuck.
told him you saved that
And
photo.
he tried to he was like, what? And I said, shh. It's
I like
still
that.
early.
It's too late.
You lied to me. It's okay though. Don't do it again. We're still in the early stages. Just don't do it again.
And you still dating him?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying, yeah, the one shot,
No.
one opportunity.
No.
No, but he tried
Lost
to
it.
gaslight me. It's like, bro, the
No,
photo,
no.
the metadata literally says February 28th, 2023. So everybody, ladies out there, when you're sending your nudes, when you're recycling those nudes, just screenshot that bitch, okay, and send it. And then the no date
And
will
also
appear.
never show your face, obviously.
Yeah, never show your face.
That's the key. Yeah, that we went there.
Yeah, we're gonna go there.
I probably have nudes out there. I don't give a shit. They
Same.
look good. I don't care. It's not like
I'm
I'm spreading my
jealous.
pussy lips. It's just like,
Yeah.
it's not like that.
You're welcome.
It's not like that.
You're doing
it's just
charity.
like, it's like classy ones. Like maybe a nipple, maybe a
Cute.
butt cheek,
Ooh, okay.
maybe a little, you know.
I'll take both. Whoever has them, please send them to me. Please. For the love of God. I'm about to leave.
We loves to see it at gmail.com.
Damn.
Wait, question though. When your last relationship, how long ago was this?
When was it over?
Like how long ago? Like
Relationship, or just like
proper boyfriend.
like September last year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. And he wasn't an artist or anything like that.
No.
Do you like, not comics necessarily, but would you date an artist, or like is that like off limits?
I would date an
altogether?
artist. You know, I think in order to be with an artist, it's better that you do date an artist because they understand better our thought process.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of
agree with
people
that.
understand that because otherwise you need to have somebody who's very patient.
Facts. Because, like we talked about this with one of our guests, Sean, on the podcast. There's a lot of late nights,
Yeah.
and like some people kind of don't understand it. Like it seems like we're just going out,
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
It does. And I feel like that's a good point where I feel like I'm on the cross between like maybe dating artists does make more sense. But
Yeah.
then also you want to get out of that world.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, I want a suit now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but do I? So I don't know. I just think that that's interesting. Or also just wait until the career pops off and then go, because we don't really have
Yeah.
time at this point,
I agree. So I saw this video yesterday that I loved, which is I felt like it was like very personal to me, that basically said that sometimes we're looking, was my date out?
No, you're good.
Okay. Not for free, honey.
Sweetie, love that.
Sponsor us. Sponsor us.
Sponsor my tits.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sometimes like we are looking for somebody, right? But the truth is you should just focus on yourself and be where you want to be. And that person that is at that level will come.
100% literally had that epiphany within this year. I'm just
Yeah.
like, bitch, I don't even have time right now.
No.
And like, let me get to that caliber.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in that caliber, that's what I'll get. Why am I, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's just a waste of time otherwise. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can just get somebody to just have fun with.
period. Or 2 or 3.
Yeah, that roster.
Need the roster, dude. Roster is necessary.
It's hot girl summer.
It sure is, sweetie, and I'm sweating.
I used to isolate myself a lot. And my manager was like, look, you have to go to other people's shows, just show up, support. You have to go to these after parties. You don't have to drink. You don't have to do anything. Just go and say hello. So I was like, okay. But like when I'm getting out of my car, like I'm crying. Since putting my makeup on, to walking to my car, to getting there, finding the parking, I'm like, ugh,
Right.
I just want to be home and eating chicken nuggets.
Facts.
But
Do you like McDonald's or Chick-fil-A?
Filet. I don't eat McDonald's.
Yeah.
I like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is
You
the
sure
best.
don't. See that?
Thanks,
No, but
Stop it.
speaking of the networking, that's why I love the Comedy Store. Out of every club, I always say the Comedy Store is the best. It's my favorite. It will always be that. I feel like that's a great place to go hang out and network too, because that front patio is just gold. Like you could just, like I used to go by myself and just stand there. This is actually a great story. I would just stand there and like, I used to smoke cigarettes at the time, just like chain smoke, drink, and just bullshit with the bartender. But there was a time when I was there and I didn't know other stand-ups because I didn't move out here for that. So like I didn't know who people were. So I'm sitting at the outside bar and I'm just chatting, and there's this like older guy talking to me, and he's just saying some weird ass shit, like this pervert ass dude. He was like, what's it called? Talking to me about, I guess, his girlfriend. He like walked into the daughter's bedroom and she was like fucking her boyfriend, and he like just stood there and like watched. I was like, you are fucking gross, weird. Like, what the fuck? Turns out it was Ron White. He told me the story.
I've met him.
I mean, yeah, and so if you know Ron White, you know that's very on brand for him because he's a fucking perverted freak.
That's
But I
crazy.
loved it. I thought it was hilarious. But then he walked away, and the bartender was like, Simone, you know that was Ron White, right? I was like, oh, fuck, I had no idea. And maybe that's why we chatted for so long, because I didn't say, oh, you're Ron White. Like, I was just like, okay, you're just a
Yeah.
weird old guy.
Wait, whoa.
You watched his daughter fucking? That's crazy.
Yeah, he watched his girlfriend's daughter.
He should be girlfriend's daughter.
Yes, his girlfriend, her daughter. Not his daughter.
Well,
Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma watched me fuck once.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's a story for another day. I still go to therapy for that.
Whoa.
I can say anything because she's dead now. So
Which is the perfect segue.
it's like, I only find out when I was out of the country already. And I was like, wow, that explains so much. Because she was always like, you could have children already. I'm like, damn.
How do you know? I guess we
Yeah, there
do
you
know.
go. Because she fucking saw it. That's why.
Oh,
My mom told me. She told everybody in our town.
I thought I had some shit.
It was very traumatizing.
I thought I was fucked up.
How many people were in the town you grew up in?
I don't even know. I have to Google that shit. I don't know.
But it was
like
small?
everybody knows everybody. But
Oh,
it's like
God.
when I went to her grave, and I was like, I forgive you.
Wow, closure.
I was like, listen,
Closure when they're dead.
I get it. You didn't have Pornhub at the time.
You're welcome.
And the worst thing is like, when you first discover about sex as a teenager, you learn it from porn.
Right.
So she saw all that crazy shit. Anyway, is this going to be...
It's fine.
Don't put subtitles. I don't want my mom to watch this.
No, it's fine.
Like, put
This is
bitch
not
in
going to be
subtitles.
one of your reels, but this is the perfect segue to our segment. Mimi's going to intro this bad boy because you're always so good at it.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Love it.
So we have 3 wildly different choices that we all are going to choose to fuck, marry, or kill.
I just want to say something. It's that my stomach keeps making noises because I'm really hungry. Do you get that on the mic? Are you good?
No,
Okay.
no, she
That
can't.
would be embarrassing. It's
You're
not my
fine.
ass. It's just my stomach.
Okay, fine. For yeah.
So our fuck, marry, kill. Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, and America's motherfucking sweetheart, Matt Rife.
Ooh.
Who's going first?
I'll start this bad boy.
Okay.
Okay, so obviously, I would fuck the shit out of Matt Rife. He can get it, sweetie, any day of the week. I think I would marry Bill Burr because personality-wise and stand-up-wise, like he is a bit of me. I just love his like real brash ass self. And the only reason why I would kill Dave Chappelle, no disrespect, he is the GOAT, but I would kill him because I want to be better than him. So like get one less fucking goat out of the way and then give us a fucking opportunity. So yeah,
Okay.
Matt Rife, go down on me.
I would kill Matt Rife.
He should be killed.
I don't know, why not? I'd probably fuck him first and then kill him,
Respectfully.
right? Okay. I would fuck Bill Burr because I feel like he's seasoned, he should know what he's doing. He's a male comic in his 50s. He's depraved, so
Right.
let's go.
Right.
Mr. Burr.
Mr.
No
Burr.
disrespect to your beautiful wife.
Oh my God.
And I would marry Dave Chappelle because he has the most money.
Oh, bitch, I didn't think about that. See, that's my fucking problem. Okay, sorry.
He has the most money, so I would marry him. Nacya.
Well, let's see. I forgot these people's names. I would marry Dave Chappelle because he looks like he fucks well. And then he gives you a moral lesson in the end of it. And I
Right.
like that.
Facts.
While smoking his cigarette. Plus, I can smoke a cigarette with him too because I like smoking cigarettes once in a while.
Hell yeah.
So I love that.
So that's Mary.
That's Mary.
Cool.
Fuck Bill Burr because he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Yep.
He sure does, sweetie.
Yeah, he looks like he would be like, and he could crack some jokes in it. It would be funny because
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a really good. Is this gonna get me in trouble?
No, we're not canceled.
Okay. There's that, and I'll kill Matt Riff because he's very funny. He's very, very good looking. So I don't feel attracted to very good looking guys.
We gotta be a
It's
little
very
ugly.
strange.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you need a little zhuzh.
Yeah.
He looks like I would want to breastfeed him and be like, let me help you.
Baby boy.
Let's
Yeah, no,
just-
that's always a rule. Like, I'm always going to be hotter.
No, it's not even about that. I've dated ugly guys, but it's just, I don't know. He's just very handsome. And I kind of see him as a girl that is because I like girls too, but I see him as a girl.
Yo, low key. Yeah,
I
right.
see him as a girl that is a girlfriend. Very handsome, perfect asymmetry, hair, eyes, nose, body, everything.
His crowd
It's
work
like-
is unmatched, though, I have to say.
It is. He looks
I've
like
never
a
seen
king.
anything like it. It's
Yeah.
insane, dude.
Because he's extremely smart. That's why he
He
can
is.
do that. Yeah.
And he listens.
Wow.
Okay, so on that note, before I get triggered and break something, I just want to say, honestly, I literally just met you today, and I feel like I've known you. Like, you're mad cool, good vibes. I'm so happy to like meet yet another strong, confident female comic. And I would love for you to give your Instagram handle
shit. Hell yeah.
to the people so they can follow you and see, you know, how amazing you are.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you for having me, first of all.
course, of
I love
course.
being here.
This
I
was
feel
a
like
fun-ass episode.
it was.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are so fucking funny. So
Thank you.
for having me. I appreciate you. My Instagram handle. Okay. You guys ready? Because I have to spell it for you.
Okay,
All
spell it.
So it's Nacya _Marreiro.
Oh,
And
girl.
that is,
Ooh.
you ready? NACYA _MARREIRO.
R.O.
RO.
Fabulous.
Awesome. So that's the only place, your main spot to be
Yeah, that's my
followed?
Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're working on some TikTok stuff, you know, because I'm trying to be cool with the kids.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we got to get in with Gen Z where we
yeah.
can. Well, all
We
right.
have to do our final.
We have to do our final thing.
So you
We
got to flick off the camera right here. We loves to see it.
loves to
We'll
see
see you
it.
next Tuesday.
See ya. See you. Thank you for listening.